Here we are. Yankee post game. First game of the wild card series, best of three. And the Yankees fuck it up only the way the Yankees can. I don't need to say much else, but we'll get into it. A lot to go over. Want to give a big shout out to Sleeper. Sleeper sponsors the post game video tonight. Go check out Sleeper. It's the fastest growing app in America right now, over 10 million users. Make sure you enter the promo code BADDOG at a 100% match deposit bonus all the way up to $100 in bonus cash. Daily WNBA, NBA, Major League Baseball, college football, college basketball, daily fantasy play. You can win up to 1,000 times your cash. It's just betting over under on stats and players. It's pretty fun. Without question, you can do it within 30 seconds. If you have injuries, it voids for injuries. Check out Sleeper without question. Also, big shout out to Body Armor Sport Water. There they are right there. Body Armor Sport Water. You know it. Alkaline water, pH 9+, and a proprietary electrolyte formula with wide mouth for easy hydration. Where do I even start, man? Let's start with this. All year, and not just this year, for years, I have, for lack of a better term, bitched and moaned about the Yankees' inability to play small ball, the inability to do the fundamental things, the inability to play winning baseball when it matters most. I have said for years, and I will continue to say for years, the Yankees play bully ball. They are bullies. They will mash their way to 92 to 96 wins every year against bad baseball teams. They're a bully. The Yankees pick on weaker opponents. They beat them up. But as soon as they have to play somebody that's on their level, that punches back, the Yankees go and hide in a corner. And that's exactly what they did tonight. The Yankees could not have had a worse opponent in a three-game series than the Red Sox, who have owned them all year. Do you know why? Because the Red Sox play fundamental baseball. You know, I heard a damning stat. The Red Sox outfield has a total of 34 home runs. Aaron Judge had 53 by himself. Just put that into perspective. Red Sox don't have anybody that's going to scare you. They don't have mashers up and down the lineup the way the Yankees do. But when you get into the postseason, you're not facing the Chicago White Sox. You're not facing the Baltimore Orioles. You're not facing the Colorado Rockies. You're not facing the Pittsburgh Pirates. You're facing guys like Garrett Crochet, who was unbelievable tonight, and he's 4-0 against the Yankees. So this was no question. You knew Crochet was going to be tough. You're not going to go in there and smack him around the ballpark and hit 4 home runs off and score 7 runs. But there was a couple of key things with the Yankees. That first inning, I said it on Twitter. Yankees had the first 2 guys on, nobody out. They didn't score. Giancarlo Stanton, who was a god last year in the postseason, had a rough game tonight. He had a rough game. That double play was an absolute killer, and I said it right on Twitter. I have a feeling that's going to come back to haunt the Yankees, and sure as shit it did. Volpe's taken a lot of shit this year, rightfully so. He has not been a good ball player, but his home run was big. He went to the opposite field, which I scream all the time. If Volpe just thinks center, right center, he's so much of a better hitter. He had a couple hits tonight. And our ace, Max Fried, made that stand up through 6 1/3 innings. 1-0. 1 out. Top of the 7th. And here comes our idiot manager. Another reason this is a bad matchup for the Yankees, and not only do the Red Sox play with speed and they run the bases and they have good pitching and they have a much better bullpen than we do. Their manager, Alex Cora, is so much smarter than Aaron Boone. He is always 1 or 2 steps ahead of Aaron Boone. Alex Cora is playing chess. Boone's over there playing Uno. Aaron Boone does not know how to manage a bullpen. He doesn't know how to manage on feel. You have your ace out there, a guy that won 18 or 19 games for you. You paid him $240 fucking million. If you're going to lose that game, you have to at least let Max Fried give up a base runner in the 7th inning. At least. If he gives up a hard hit ball like a rocket off the wall or some you take him out then. If he gives up a solo homer, you take him out then. But that is Max Fried's game to win or lose. Nope. Boone goes right to the pen. Weaver gets ahead 0-2, walks him, hit, 2-1. Just like that. And you just knew the Yankees weren't coming back because the Yankees don't know how to build a rally. They don't know how to manufacture runs. They don't know how to win men on base. All the things, all their weaknesses that we've screamed about all year and complained about all year show up and they're magnified in the playoffs. This is why this team won't win a World Series. They don't know how to build rallies. They don't know how to manage it. And the bullpen's terrible. Why would you go to the pen that early? He threw 102 pitches. That's it. At least let him get through the 7th inning. Not our manager. Meanwhile, there's Garrett Crochet going 2 outs in the 7th, throwing 117 pitches. Alex Cora didn't pull him early. The Crochet brought him right to his closer, Aroldis Chapman. That's the way you manage a game. That's the way you manage a pen. Max Fried could have easily got through that 7th inning. It's not like he was taxed. It's not like they had men on base. So the inning before he had a 10 pitch at bat and he got a ground out. There's nothing going on in the 7th inning. There's no reason to pull him that early when you know you can't trust your bullpen. It's so stupid. And it's all the time. He does this shit all the time. He never learns. This is the postseason. There is no tomorrow if you lose tomorrow. That's it. It's over. What are you saving Max Fried for? $240 million. That guy is supposed to get through the 7th inning. And he could have. You didn't even give him a fucking chance. Didn't even give him a chance. That's his game to lose. Why Boone is in such a hurry to go to that mess? And it's been a mess all year. There's nobody you can trust coming out of that pen in a 1-0 game. That is Max Fried's game. And then, of course, in the top of the 9th, it makes no sense. You have first base open, and you pitch to Alex Bregman. Can somebody explain that to me? The one guy that really, he's owned the Yankees ever since he was on the Astros. He owns the Yankees. He's the one really big hitter. And you pitch to him with the base open? Why? Why? He's killed you for years. Why are you pitching to him there? Walk him. And if you're worried about a lefty, then you bring in a lefty reliever. Why are you pitching to Bregman there? That changed the complexion of the game. 3-1 in the 9th is way different than 2-1 in the 9th. It just doesn't, it does not make sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all. Why? Why would you do that? I don't understand. I just don't understand Aaron Boone's managerial philosophy. I don't get it in the least bit. I don't understand what goes through his head. He's totally outclassed when it comes to managing against better managers. And Alex Cora is superior in that aspect. Knows how to win games, knows how to win these tight games. The Yankees are terrible in tie ball games. The Yankees are terrible in close ball games because they're not fundamentally sound. If this team isn't hitting home runs, this team is not scoring runs. And again, it's one thing to hit them against the White Sox. It's another thing to hit him against Garrett Crochet. That is not happening. Then you go to the bottom of the 9th. Chapman coming in the 8th inning and going over to first base 3 times, whatever he did. That was really foolish. Volpe, he shouldn't have been worried about Volpe. It shouldn't even matter. She just got the out, but whatever. He comes in, he gives up 3 straight singles. The Yankees have the bases loaded with nobody out. Big G's coming up. There's nobody else you want in that situation. He's been clutch. He's been killing the ball. He's been a Red Sox killer. And he strikes out. And right there, that was kind of the end of it. He's got to at least get a sacrifice fly. He's got to at least get 1 run in there. At the very least, get that guy in from third. You hope that he hits a deep fly ball and you get the guy to score and you get Judge to third base with 1 out. But that's not what happened. Then he got the 2 lefties. And Chapman just blows him away. The Yankees can't get a big hit when it matters most. They just can't. They can't get a hit against a good pitcher. They can't manufacture a run. They can't get a sacrifice fly. They can't make contact. And they lose. And now they're on the brink of elimination already. This is why it was imperative for the Yankees to win the division. But because they don't play well against good teams. Look at their record against good teams. It was not good. The Blue Jays had the tiebreaker with us. The Red Sox had the tiebreaker with us. And the tiebreaker cost us. If the Yankees would have won this division, the Yankees would be sitting home right now waiting for the winner of this, the wild card round to see who they faced. It's not what happened. So instead of sitting at home with a bye, they have to play, like I said, the team that they match up worst against. Now, the series isn't over by any stretch of the imagination. It's not. There's no Red Sox home game. Carlos Rodon is on the mound tomorrow. Rodon has been very good this year. The thing I worry about with Rodon is he's the guy that's cruising along for 5 innings, 5 1/3, and then all of a sudden he hits a snag in the road and he gives up 3 or 4 runs. He'll walk a guy, give up a hit, then he'll give up a 3-run homer. And before you know it, a 2-0 lead is now a 3-2 deficit. That's what always worries me about Carlos Rodon. He always has that one really tough inning, it seems. Red Sox don't have a Game 3 starter. So if the Yankees could find a way to win tomorrow, Game 3, you kind of like your chances, I would think. The series, it's not over. But the Yankees really had to have this game tonight, and they had multiple opportunities, too. They should have got a run in the first inning. There's no way Fried should have been pulled out in the 7th inning in that situation. And they had every opportunity to win this game in the 9th. And they did. They did tax Chapman. He threw 24 pitches, so who knows if he comes in tomorrow how well rested he'll be. I mean, Chapman's a strong dude, so I don't think that fatigue will be an issue, especially this time of the year, which is why with Fried throwing 102 pitches, I don't understand why you're in such a hurry to take him out when your bullpen has been shaky at best all year. And you just knew the Red Sox were just waiting to get into that bullpen to pounce. And that's exactly what they did. They got big hits when it mattered most. The Yankees didn't. That has been the story of the Yankees versus the Red Sox, Yankees versus the Blue Jays, Yankees versus whoever you want to verse. Now, obviously, I had a Giants show tonight, so I did the post game. I will be live tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow for the game. If they lose, obviously they're done. If they win, I've already, let them know on Giants Collective. We're going to have to reschedule that because I'm not going to miss the rubber Game 3. I'll be live for that too. So at least one game tomorrow I'll be live for because I have to do one Yankee playoff game, and hopefully it's more than that. But, we'll see how it goes. But this is a tough loss. I mean, again, Crochet is an amazing pitcher, and you're just – when you have an opportunity to get to a good pitcher at the beginning of the game, you got to get to him. And they had a chance, and they didn't. And then after Volpe's homer, he retired 16 straight. He didn't walk a hitter. So he didn't shoot himself in the foot by putting men on base. He made him earn it. That's what good pitchers do. It's how you win in the postseason. The Yankees don't know how to do that. Russell, Thank you. He says, first and ninth inning, no runs, sad, especially the ninth inning. You got to get a run with the bases loaded, nobody out, but that's Yankee baseball, man. They don't manufacture runs. They just don't. Chris, thank you. Sadly, I don't think the Yanks win the next two. No faith. I don't blame you. It's hard to have faith when you're playing a team that's kicked your ass all year. You got a buffoon, an idiot for a manager, and you don't really have a way to manufacture runs, and you rely on the long ball, and it's not the way you win in the postseason. It's not the way you win World Series. It's just not. It's just not. The Yankees are constructed the same way every year, and every year it doesn't work. Russell, thank you again. He says, Uno's too sophisticated for Boone. Try candy. Like, maybe. Well, I figure Boone can count to Uno. Theo says it sucks because Judge actually showed up in this game where other players didn't contribute. Yeah, Judge, he's had a rough postseason career. He's had a lot of detractors. He's had a lot of people talk negatively about him, but he did have 2 hits tonight. Both times with a guy in first base. And so Judge didn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Judge won a batting title this year. Judge is only the 3rd guy in the history of Major League Baseball to win a batting title and hit 50 home runs in the same year. Mantle did it in his Triple Crown year of 56. Jimmy Fox did it in 1938. And now Aaron Judge. So it's not easy to do. Aaron Judge isn't going to hit a home run every time up, but he got the hits. He passed the baton. So it definitely wasn't his fault. So it is what it is. But I don't really have much else to say. Like I said, I just wanted to do a quick post-game live stream. Appreciate you tuning in. I'll be live tomorrow. The game's at 6:08, so probably about 5:55 I'll be ready to go. And we'll see if the Yankees can extend the series. And if not, it's all over but the shouting. I'll be live for the Lakers on Friday. The Lakers are starting up. Lakers are getting ready to go. So once the Yankees are done, obviously we'll be doing Giants Lakers. It's not like I stopped doing content here. Michi, thank you, says Boone has to go. Why would he pull our best pitcher so early, especially when he just got an amazing out and the crowd behind him put in Weaver? It makes no sense. I spoke at that at the top of the stream. I don't understand. You paid him $240 million. You have to let him at the very least, give up a base runner before you pull him out of there, especially when this is not 1996. You're not pulling your starter out of there and going to, Jeff Nelson and Mike Stanton and Mariano Rivera. That's not who's in that bullpen. So, hey, I don't know why he's in such a hurry to get to it. You haven't been able to trust it all year. Then in a 1-0 game, it's not like it was 4-3 and Max Reed had thrown 118 pitches. It was 1-0. The Sox didn't do anything against him. He wasn't as dominant as Crochet. Crochet outpitched him, but Fried had the lead. You have to be able to trust your starter, your ace, more than that. Peter, thing says Luke Weaver should change his name to Nuke Weaver. He blows. The bullpen just sucks. It just implodes every game. This is nothing new. Again, all the Yankee weaknesses it'll always turn its ugly head in playoff games when little things matter most. The Yankees don't do little things well. Sure, they'll beat the shit out of the Rays 15-3. They'll kick the hell out of the White Sox 8-1. You're not facing them in the postseason. Now, granted, they did play better teams at the end of the year, and they did win the series against the Astros. They won a series against the Red Sox. They won a series against Toronto. They did. But, again, in games where when you have opportunities, you must take advantage of them. And you can't do stupid shit as a manager. You can't make mistakes. The Yankees always find a way to make mistakes, especially when you're going against a guy like Alex Cora, who is a great manager. Man of 1,005 holds. Thank you, man. He says, in the playoffs, it comes down to pitching, do or die. And Boone said, let's die. At least let your hot pitcher go 8 innings. What a waste. At least do the 7th. At least do the 7th. Or at least, like I said, give up a base runner. But it doesn't make, I'll never understand Boone's philosophy on the pen. I don't get it at all. I don't get it. I also don't know why he started Austin Wells and not Ben Rice. Ben Rice has been hot. Austin Wells, I just don't get it unless he just feels that Austin Wells is a better arm because the Red Sox do steal bases and they do have speed. I mean, they're both lefties, so that's not like it was an advantage one way or the other. That's the only thing I could think of. But to me, again, you're way too by the book here. You're playing Rosario. To me, you have to play. You got to play your guys that were winning games at the end of the year. That's it. Jack, thank you. Red Sox are 9-1 of the last 10 playoff games against the Yankees. Small ball wins. Yeah. Red Sox have got the Yankees out of the postseason. I think the last 3 times they played each other. I forgot. 2017, they knocked them out. 2004, they knocked them out. And maybe 2020, 2021. I forgot what else it was. But, yeah. Yep. It is what it is. It's crazy. I just don't understand why he left him in the game, took him out of the game as early as he did. But yeah, guys, with that said, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here. I just want to do a quick post game. I will be live for the game tomorrow. Hopefully it's not the last Yankee game of the year, but if it is, I'm gonna go down swinging. And that is it. So, as always, appreciate you watching and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. Go watch the Dodgers beat the shit out of the Reds. Reds have had a nice year, no question about it. The Mets imploded. Only the way the Mets do. The Mets really find a way to tear your heart out if you're a fan. So the Reds got in there and they're going to get out of there real quick. They got nothing for the Dodgers. I'd be shocked if the Reds are even close in any of those games. But anyway, that's all I got. Like I said, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. I'll be live at like 5:55. We'll call the game and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the Yankees can get it to Thursday. Anyway, Red Sox win tonight 1-0. Yankees in dire straits going forward. We'll see if they can get it done. And hopefully I'll see you there. It's Baddog Dizzle and I'm out. Peace.